Hi there, Felix. This is Michael. As you know, I am the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT, also known as STEalth, and you're one of my online students. So let's answer each of your questions. You say, when I learn the vocabulary, I always forget again the words that I've learned. Do you have some tips for me so I can remember the words that I've learned easily? There's nothing I can give you that's going to help you easily learn them, but if you go to the lessons, especially lesson 4, 5, and 6 in vocabulary, you need to create a note card study system. What you want to do is, Felix, is you take the word, let me see if I can give you video. Let's see this note card. Let me take one out of here, hold on. Let's say that you have the word arduous, and you're learning arduous in my course. So you write it down. Actually, make it bigger. So you're going to write the word here on one side, and then on the other side of the note card, you should write a sample sentence, a definition, and then some parts of speech. So how many note cards do you want to put together? You need to get about 1,700 note cards where you put one word on each card. It'll probably take you about 3 weeks, maybe an hour a day or so of doing this before you can complete this study guide. But you really need to get those words on note cards. Remember, just by putting the words on the note cards, along with the sample sentence and definition, that's all part of studying them. And what you do is, eventually you begin reviewing those note cards over and over and over, and pretty soon you can separate the vocabulary into 2 stacks. Words that you know easily, and then words you're having trouble remembering, and then you review those words you're having more difficulty more regularly. You see what I'm saying? So using a note card system is probably the most effective way for you to study the vocabulary words. Now, I could have put together the note cards and then offered to sell them to you or something like that, but that's not the best way to do it. You should create your own note cards because you're going to remember them by putting them on those note cards. So those are my recommendations there. Now, in addition to creating the note card system, Felix, remember that you should be reading every day for about 45 to 60 minutes. Now, why are you doing that? You're doing that so you can practice your reading, of course, but guess what's going to happen? You will start to see the words that you're studying. You will start seeing these words in the reading passages. You'll say, hey, that's the first time I ever saw that word. It's actually probably false. You probably saw the word before, maybe last month or last year, but you didn't recognize it because you haven't been studying it. You didn't know it. So it's important. Make sure you're reading as you're doing your note card preparation and your vocabulary study. If you do the vocabulary study and the reading extensively together, that's going to be very important for you for your academic progress. All right, your last question says, when it comes to the reading passage, do I need to read the whole passages before going to answer the questions? For the TOEFL IBT exam, I'm going to say no. You don't need to read the whole passage before going to the questions. My advice is, if you're taking the TOEFL test, maybe you have 7 or 8 paragraphs, read maybe the first and last line of each paragraph only. This is called skimming, Felix. You just get a sense of what the main idea is. Now, what you want to do is on a sheet of paper, for each paragraph, when you're doing the TOEFL exam, write 1 or 2 words that identify with that particular paragraph. It helps you understand the main point of that paragraph. You go to the next paragraph, again, on a sheet of paper, you will write 1 or 2 points that identify with that paragraph, right? So you do some note-taking. You kind of create what's called a mind map of the information from the reading. So as you skim, you create that mind map, write it down, and then you go to the questions. See what I'm saying? Remember though, don't read the answers. Look at the question, then go back into the reading passage and locate that information. Once you find it, then go back and read the answers, A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, to see which answer you think is correct. All right, so that would be my advice on that last question that you gave me. Hang in there. Keep up the good work.